Good morning, students. So today we will start from system software. You can see here softwares have been divided into two parts: system software and application software. And system softwares also have three parts, that is operating system, utility software, language translator. Application softwares are integrated packages, tailor-made software, and general purpose packages. So for a computer to run, you need both hardware and softwares, and hardware depends upon software and software also depends upon hardware. If you have hardware but no software to run that hardware, then that hardware is of no use. In the same way, if you have developed a software and that software cannot run any hardware, then that software is also of no use. So both hardware and softwares are interdependent. So let's see what is system software. System software controls and coordinate the computer hardware and software. It is the backbone of the computer. So mainly a system software run overall computer and hardware, and it is also known as the backbone of the computer. While on one hand it regulate operations of the computer hardware to execute the essential user-oriented functions. It also provide a basic framework to enable smooth running of various application softwares on the other hand. So if a system software is there, then it will see that the application softwares means everything is running smoothly. So system software's first thing is operating system. You all know about operating system. If you are using computer, then most probably you will be using Windows operating system. There are other operating system also, Linux, then Apple Mac OS. So but most popular one is Windows operating system. So what is operating system? Operating system is most important program that runs on a computer. The first thing that run on a computer is an operating system. After that, other softwares are installed. Every general purpose computer must have an operating system to run other program. Operating system performs basic tasks. So there are mainly three tasks, like recognizing input from the keyboard, sending output to the display screen, and keep track of files and directories on the disk, controlling peripheral devices such as disk drives and printers. So these three are the main functions of an operating system. It is the first program loaded into the memory when the computer is turned on, and it brings life to the computer hardware. So when you start your computer, first thing that loads in the computer is the operating system software. Without it, you cannot use your word processing software, system spreadsheet softwares, or any other applications. Operating system is the most important program of the computer system. Without an operating system, every computer program would have to contain instructions telling the hardware each step the hardware should take to do its job. So a software means an operating system keeps on prompting a hardware or keeps on instructing the hardware what to do. So if I compare an operating system, you can say that a operating system is like head of an institute, or just like a principal of a school. So any principal, what does a principal do in a school? It manages the overall school staffs, teachers, then prepares timetable, exam schedules, manages the account parts also. So overall, a principal does monitor the entire school. So you can say the operating system is a principal of a computer. After that, you will get language processor or translator. So computer normally does not understand our language, whether you are speaking in English or typing in English, or you are playing a music, playing a game. Computer does not understand. Computer understand only 1 and 0. So a language processor converts our language to a language which computer can understand. Then during output, it converts the output of the computer to a language which we can understand. So there are three language translator: assemblers, interpreters, and compiler. So let's see first what is assembler. Assembler is a language translator which convert low-level assembly language program into machine language. So assembler was used earlier when computer was in at the earlier stage of development. During that time, assembly language was used. So assembly language, it was some symbols were used. Then just like now, means we are using keyboard, such type of keyboards did not exist. Only few keys were there, and then those symbol and instructions were given to the computer. Then assembler converted those code, and then they would give us the output. So once the program has been written in assembly language, it needs to be translated to machine code by software called assembler before it could be understood by computer. Also assembler, in assembly it was every computer had different assembler. Suppose in my computer the assembler is different. It will understand one symbol in a different way. Suppose I have given a triangle, then computer will understand the triangle is a summation. But for your computer or some other computer, for triangle it might be multiplication. For different computers, assembly languages were very different, so it was very difficult to operate assembler. Then came compiler. So modern compilers, it's like translate the entire program, or it translate the entire high level language, whatever language we write, or whatever languages is used for making some software. Those program or those languages are converted into machine language or computer understandable language in one go. Means suppose you have written this entire paragraph, computer will convert this entire paragraph at one time, and if some error is there, computer will point out that error. That was the use of compiler. And compiler also did not require any memory for compiling. Okay, so a program which is converted to machine language only once. It is saved in a program file and can be run whenever needed. All the errors appear at the screen. So if any error is there in the program, then it will appear by number wise or by line wise. That line number 1 has so and so error, line number 3 has this and this error, and line number 5 has so and so error. So compiler could display all the errors. Interpreter. Before compiler, interpreter came, but here it is given on a third number, but interpreter was used earlier than compiler. Interpreter converted this one programs or software programs mainly line by line. Means it will first translate this line, and if any error is there, it will show or it will point out that error. After that, after showing, the computer will wait, or the interpreter will wait until and unless you rectify or you correct that error. Once it is correct, it will move to the next line. Suppose in next line there is no error, third line also there is no error, again in fourth line if there is any error, it will stop. It will stop and it will show that here there is an error. It will correct it, then it will move to the next one. So comparatively, interpreter was slower comparatively to compiler, and interpreter required memory for storing this conversation. Means whatever it was converted, it required some memory. So today you first write difference between compiler and interpreter. Then came utility software. Utility softwares are often provided as a part of operating system, although they may be brought separately. When you install operating system, with operating system you will get different utility software also, but you can also download these utility softwares separately. First is backup utility. You can backup your file for emergency use purpose. Suppose by mistake you delete some file, or virus, or due to some any other reason files are being corrupted. So what will happen if you keep a backup, but do not keep your backup in the same computer, because if computer destroys it, there is no use of keeping the using that backup. You should always keep a backup in a CD or DVD or an extra pen drive. Then data compression program. Data compression program, if a very big file is there, you can compress it into a smaller file. Suppose there is a file of 10 MB, you can compress it into at least 7 MB or 6 MB. Then disk defragmentation. This defragmentation is a program that divides a large file into pieces and stores in different location on disk. Means if some files are stored randomly, those files can be brought in sequentially. Okay, I'll show you how to do. First, what you can right click on C, properties, tools, so you can see defragment now. So I have never done defragmentation. You can defragment, like click on defragment disk, so it will analyze, then one by one it will arrange all the files. So once it is means what happens, though you have saved memories, or suppose I have kept all my movies here, but it might appear that only in one drive it is stored, but for computer inside what will happen, those movies are actually kept in different memories. Okay, so when you defragment, then everything will come sequentially. Means it might means computer actually stores everything in block sizes or in block memory, but when you defragment it, it will keep serially all those files. You may not see, means you may not it may not appear that they are distributed in different place, but actually inside they are kept in different storage, different place, but it appears that all are stored in a same place. I hope you understand what is disk refragmentation. Then virus scanner. Virus scanners are some of means softwares, or they are also known as antivirus for scanning antivirus if any virus is there in the computer. So if you do not have any antivirus software, you should install a virus antivirus software so that you can protect your computer. In my computer I have installed Avira. So I have been using this antivirus since like 10-11 years, and it has been performing very well. No virus has been detected yet, or my computer was never affected yeah, by any virus. So it's up to you. There are other antivirus softwares also like Avast, Avira, then Norton, McAfee, then Quick Heal. These are different antiviruses. It's up to you. You can use it. So virus scanner, then application softwares. Application softwares are the programs that direct computer to perform specific task, particular task. If you want to play a game, then for that you will need a game software. If you need to type something, then you need some like MS Office software. So those are known as the application software. These programs are called application packages because they direct the processing requirement for particular user applications. So those softwares are used for particular task. So there are three types of application softwares: integrated packages, tailor-made software, general purpose software. Integrated software consists of collection of application packages which share common set of command. An integrated package may be a word processor. In a word processor we can type. So a word processor can be used by a writer who is writing a novel. It can be used by school teachers, like I will be preparing my question paper in word processor. So one software, but it has different purposes. So it is known as integrated packages. Then spreadsheets like Excel, database, graphic packages, they are known as integrated packages. The advantage is that commands are common throughout, so it is easier. We all know how to use word processor, so it is very easy to use. Integrated packages are cheaper and therefore popular. MS Office is an example of integrated packages. Then tailor-made software. Tailor-made softwares are designed according to the need of the organization. These are some softwares which are developed by some developers, or those who are software engineers. They develop a software particularly, means only for you, only it will be only made for you. Or for a school, for an school, there will be some softwares for keeping student record. Then here you can see account management. These softwares can be also used by offices, or again school also can use account management for looking into the account part. Then reservation system like Go, Ibo, or Make My Trip. These are all reservation system softwares. Those are also known as tailor-made software. Though they are websites, but at the background there are some softwares running. Those softwares are tailor-made software, means they have unique purpose. HR management, payment system, school inventory control system, billing system, these are all tailor-made softwares. So if you go to Big Bazaar, they have a software for billing. For Vishal it is different. So different shopping malls or different small shops, they have their own billing system softwares. Then general purpose software. So general purpose softwares are those softwares which are used for general purposes like word processing. For typing we can use MS Word, WordPad, Notepad, often OpenOffice. Then for spreadsheet we can use MS Excel, Lotus, OpenOffice again. Database, Oracle, MS Access, SQL. For presentation we can use Microsoft PowerPoint, then again OpenOffice, Impress. Then graphics and multimedia, for that we can use CorelDRAW, Flash, Maya. Then web pages we can use WordPress, Dreamweaver. Desktop publication we can use InDesign. Okay, so these are the different general purpose packages. Then proceeding for starting and shutting down a computer, I will not do this part, you already know. Then files and folders, you know about files and folders. So Word file, how does a file appear? This is how a file appears. So if I click here, I have this files. Okay, so online classes, I made this of two folders. So since these folders, there are some files, you can see some files are here. So this folder appears, but if I create a new folder, it's empty. See, nothing is on. You can see the difference between a folder which is empty and a folder which is filled. So these are the difference. So how to create, you know how to create file in folder. You can click on start button, file explorer, then components of file explorer, address bar, quick access. Top part is known as the quick access, then address bar where it is written. This is known as the address bar where library is written. Then default folders, document, downloads, music, pictures, this side, these are known as the they are the address bar. They means default folders. So this is also leave it. Ribbon, the at top part, pin to quick access, copy paste in a folder. You will see if I open document, then it's online class. So these are all ribbon and all. Okay. It history means address bar. Uh, this one I already said, this is the address bar. Then quick access also you will get there. These things I have minimized, actually I have hidden it. So quick access is by default is a first section of a navigation pane. It is like a bookmark for a file explorer. Double click a folder to open. How to open a folder? If you double click, the folder will open. Okay, leave it. Search box, you know, here search box, there are different way to search in a search box. Either you can directly write a file name, or you can give star star. Inside star star also you can write a particular file name, so that way you can search. Default folders, for default folders means by default which one will open, means if I double click here it will open with Windows Media Player. If I double click this one it will open through KM Player. So by default there are different what do you say, different application. So those are known as default folders. View button, here you can see view button like extra large. If I click, file will become bigger. Large icon a little bit smaller, medium a little more smaller, small icon will appear like this, then list like this. If I click on details, they will give like on which date it was modified, what are the type, like MP3 files, KMP player, flashback, what is the size. Then tiles will appear like this, then content also like this, how much frame height, every information is given there. Then drive in a computer folder. So there are different drives, C, D, E drive, everyone will have different drive. Searching a file, you know how to search. Then how to copy a folder, click a file or folder that you want to copy, you know how to copy a file or folder. You can right click, copy it, then you can paste it, or control C and control V also use for copy it. And in organize also you can copy and you can paste it. Then move a folder, if you want to move a folder, what you can do, if you can just simply drag and that folder will be moved, or you can control X and outside you can control V, that is moving a folder. Delete a folder, you can directly right click and you can delete it, or you can select that folder and then click on delete, or you can press the delete button in your computer, or you can directly shift plus delete, you can permanently delete it. That's how you can delete a folder. Shortcut keys are important, you see all these shortcut keys. Okay, so here it has come to an end. The chapter is also over. So I hope you have understood this portion. It's very easy, just by reading yourself also you will understand. And do see these shortcut keys, these are important. So I'll end this chapter here. Thank you very much.